Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain back for some more Dungeons & Dragons Online, joined with Shira and a very noisy dwarf here. So we're back in the mines of Tethiamar. If you are looking for how to get here, definitely check out my other video, Third Time's the Charm. It'll definitely mention that there. So for this quest here, we actually gotta talk to that very noisy dwarf there, Hagen. As you can see, he really doesn't stop. So he's going to provide us with our next quest, which is Graveyard Shift. And we're going to just pop right in here as soon as the door lets us in. So yeah, Mines of Tethiamar, kind of fun. You get some really nice items out of it. Actually, this is the quest here that drops the rune arm that I'm using. And if you've watched a lot of my videos, that's that lightning one that I use like all the time to really decimate an entire area around me. So this is the location. So as you can see, it does drop some really nice loot. And yeah, so we're gonna get in. So here we go. So the first part of this quest here, we have a whole bunch of ooze. Now, I love my ooze. I hate the reapers that it can spawn. It's kind of a double-edged sword. When they split, each one can become a champion, which is amazing. As that's just that many extra things to deal with. And that many more chances at rems. Alright, from here we need to find a way to unlock the gate. So we're going to actually head off to the left, and we're going to proceed through the cavern here. Now as we're proceeding, it's going to spawn in a bunch of little mining earth elementals. All I can think of is there's enough problems and dangers with mining that you don't need to toss in living stones as well. Alright, as you can see, we got a kind of a dead end here. And then we can actually proceed again further north all the way to this guy here. Here we're going to give a silver key. We can actually talk to dwarf here. And then we're going to want to head back to that gate. So here we go. Now, proceeding further in, we are going to have mass groups of undead spawning. So you do gotta watch yourself here. Alright. And yeah, you're gonna get large groups of undead in this one. So continue heading north. Just going through all these dwarven skeletons here. So yeah, having clerics and individuals who can turn and do like large amounts of undead damage, or rather large amounts of damage to undead, definitely help. Unfortunately for this build, until we get higher levels, we do have to deal with our damage resistance. Now here it wants us to find a way to bypass the walls of stone. So it does give us two directions to head. We're going to want to actually head off to the left here. and we're gonna find this damaged mining golem.
A single mining golem stands motionless at the end of this path, abandoned
Alright.
long ago.
So now that's the mining golem we need to actually break through. But now we gotta wait to find a way to start it. In order to do that, we do need to head north.
A feeling of
And hop into the hole here.
holds you as you run up this passage.
So a slight trick
A large
is if you
magical
have,
room
once you
set
start
in the
control,
Moradin Shrine.
if you happen to have
The
dimension
magical room
door,
flares to life, and the long dormant mining
or
golems awaken.
once he activates, you want to just really push past and run, getting to him to start walking. Now the reason you want to do that before heading in, which you'll see here in a moment, is as they're going, they're gonna spawn in enemies along our path. So if you can rush past before they spawn, that means that's one less group of enemies that you gotta deal with. So there's that Umber Hulks there that they're talking about. So again, because we rushed past, we don't actually have to deal with those. Oh, except they're coming around the corner here. Apparently we were close enough. Alright, it seems that they have fixed that. Alright, so it may seems that they have fixed that trick where you can kind of just rush past them. Alright, well if that's the case, I definitely recommend then taking it slow, fighting each group at a time. That way, of course, you're not dragging everybody. From here, he will break open our wall, allowing us to proceed east. And here we go. So as you'll see, you would have heard the Famine Reaper. He's actually over there attacking some of these guys. So the awesome part here is we have our mining golem. They will actually be attacking and working on killing the undead in these areas, including in this case the Famine Reaper, as they are going about. So if you wait long enough, they'll actually do the killing for you. And it will give you count in the misadventures for your kills. Alright. Now once he's dead, now we do have a path slightly to our right and well, south. This gives us a nice little shrine. From here we do want to head north. Again, some more undead will spawn. And some earth ellies. But ultimately you want to continue pressing north. Alright, and again, same thing here. Got another wall we gotta break. So we're gonna head off to the right, heading east. All the way down here. And again, talking to the mining golem. Having it kind of push forward. open that wall for us. And again, as it does this, you can choose to run past it again. What I'll do here this time is actually follow behind it. As you see, you don't really want to have anybody in front of him, or directly in front of him. He will run into them and has tried going around. But by heading behind him, we can go grab these kills again. Alright. And here we are. He's going to break through our wall, and then we'll be able to continue off heading north.
Reverberate through the mine shaft as the golem breaks through the wall.
So at this point, we're actually almost done. Our end fight is just at the top of this ramp here. But before we get there, we do got another few hordes of enemies. Yeah, so just make your way all the way up to all these ramps to the cave up top. Now up top there actually is a nice little safe spot if you are a ranged character and have a little bit of jump. And this will allow you to really beat on that boss because he is a battle rager. And if you're unfamiliar with what the O's are, they actually have like a kind of like thorn armor, meaning when you hit them, you will actually also damage yourself. So there he is, the decaying battle rager. Now, for the trick, you do want to have some jump. Alright, and what you're going to want to do is head off to the right hand side here and actually just jump on these crystals here. You can get up top and they're unable to actually hit you. So while you're fighting the bosses here, can actually hop up here and be able to safely deal with them. So the Battle Rager won't be able to knock you down or do anything like that. So here we are, we're gonna just turn on auto attack. Just kind of open up and go ham on the guy. So if you stand close enough, as you see, you can get in and hit them. And they really don't know what to do. So taking out that Battle Rager, or even just getting his aggro, will make it really easy for all your melee style characters. And then this guy here, he is a fleshy, so you won't get that damage decrease there, especially on a ranged. And then we just have our rando pile of lost miners. It's super easy fight to do, and super easy to do safely. And then you got your 24,000. So honestly, the end fight itself is a lot easier to do than the rest of the quest. As long as you have some form of ranged DPS, such as Rangers, Arties, anything like that. Or even a thrower build that is, you know, geared towards. Once you're done, by all means grab your loot. Again, this is the one that drops the rune arm here. So I'm going to give a couple of rerolls, see if I can't get another one. So there's also other items such as the stonework beam. Oh, arc welder. This is long range. And it is a mythic 4. Very, very nice. So how to know whether or not it's long range? If you're looking at the instructions there, it will say long range welding prototype. There is another version of the arc welder which is a short range. So as you'll see, the arc welder that I'm actually wielding here also already has a mythic 4. So this one I'm actually going to pass over to Shira. Just because we already have one and there's no need hoarding the loot like that. Anyway guys, thank you so much for joining. It's been a blast, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one all.